dance to this song for the past 7 shows and I still don't know. I still don't know, so I'll stop. But this song reminds me of my very first friend. Her name was Jolene. Not that deep, just factual. Now, I think we were friends because we both have musical names and we both shared the pain of people constantly singing them at us. And if you know somebody with a musical name, don't. It's really annoying.
Yes.
Like, I don't care if their name is Sherry or Sarah or Susudio, just stop singing at us. It's really annoying. But if you're not familiar with the song Jolene is about a beautiful homewrecker, which is kind of a dick move to start your kid off in life with, but unlike the song Rhiannon, if you're not familiar with that, which is about a beautiful sought-after woman and like, who will be her lover? Seriously. It's very serious. But in Jolene's defense, she was more of a Rhiannon than she was a Jolene. Now around this time, I have my very first vivid memory, and that's of my mother. She's sitting in our kitchen windowsill, and she's crying. I remember it being summer and around sunset because everything was bright and orange and warm. And I remember looking at my mother and thinking, oh my God, she is the most beautiful woman in the entire world. Little side note, my mother and I have this amazing ability of being beautiful criers. Our eye color gets amplified and our cheeks go rosy and our lips get swollen. It is literally breathtaking for everyone involved. But at 5 years old, if you were to tell me the reason my mother was crying was because she just caught my dad having an affair, I wouldn't know what you were talking about. So instead, I went over to her, I handed her a cookie, and I said, "Stop that. You're beautiful." And I went on and played. Now from that day on, I was always taught that if you're in an affair, you're a horrible, disgusting, low-life person who does not deserve love or forgiveness, and if you get in an affair, there's a good chance that you could turn into a stepmom. But now that I've lived my life, I understand that affairs are not so black and white, and you can't really judge unless you're in them. But if anything, just try not to have an affair. Like, be more of a Rhiannon than a Jolene, if you can. Now, a couple years ago, I had this friend. I couldn't tell you his middle name, but we were still friends. We worked in the same industry, and he was very smart, he was very nice, he was very attractive, and he was very married. Now, one night, we were talking about our superpowers, as friends do, and I said, "I'm psychic. Pick a number between 1 and 20 and think about it really hard in your head." Okay, you were gonna go with 11, but now you're going with 7. And I got it right. And we kept doing this throughout the night, and I kept getting it right until he finally goes, "Hey, have you ever tried this power with like gambling, like playing roulette?" I'm a comedian in Canada. We don't have money to do that. But I really think that your powers would work here. Like, we could go together and I'll back you, and then, no, we can't do that because my wife doesn't know who you are and I'm married. She wouldn't appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm like super young and beautiful and single. No, that would not fly at all. But we don't have to tell her. No, we don't have to tell her. Because actually, we are just friends. It's actually society that says that a married man and a single woman can't just be friends. So we made a plan to go to the magical millionaire-making city of Niagara Falls. And that's when things started getting sketchy. We took each other's phone numbers down and we put them in our phones under different names of the opposite sex. You know, normal friend behavior. When day came, we told everybody that we were going somewhere else. And I remember standing there, looking out my window, waiting for him. Saw his car pull up across the street, so I went and got my gigantic, I'm not in an affair hat, and my super big, I'm not doing anything wrong sunglasses, and made my way outside, downstairs, and then off we went. Now, at one point his wife had even phoned him, and just instinctually I took both my hands and went, you know, as friends do when their significant other phones. We got to the casino, we went straight to the tables, and that day I turned $100 into $2,500. He turned to me and handed me $1,000 and said, here's your share. I can't take this. I didn't put any money up for it. No, you can. I wouldn't have this without you, and fair is fair. I just got $1,000 for free. That's like free rent. Do you know how awesome free rent is? I can pay off bills, I can get new headshots, like free rent. Free rent! This is amazing! We kept doing it, and we kept winning more and more money. My friends started getting a little suspicion, be like, where are you getting all this money from? I know you don't make any. Be like, you guys wouldn't believe me if I told you, because they wouldn't believe me if I told them that a married man and a single woman who are just friends were going to a casino and winning thousands of dollars. What's hard to believe? But it was true. Like, not even a glance, a touch, not even a hug was exchanged. Just dollar bills and high fives. It was amazing. Now later on, a friend sent me a YouTube link on Facebook saying to check out this cool song. I clicked on it, and it was a slowed down version of the song Jolene. Now, instantly, when I heard it, I was snapped right back to my mom crying in the kitchen windowsill. But this time, it wasn't my mom. It was my friend's wife. Now, granted, I had no idea what she looked like, so I just pictured him with long hair and breasts. But she was sad. And I will say that she was crying in a brand new kitchen paid for by my psychic abilities. But that was the first time I started thinking, am I doing something wrong? Am I Jolene? So the next time we were going to go, I was sitting in my living room waiting for him. And out loud I said, God, if I'm doing something wrong, then please give me a sign. And that day, I lost us $3,000. I was like, got it! We looked at each other and we realized that this has to stop. So we stopped. And to this day, even though I love free rent, I'm still not sure if what I'm doing was wrong or right.